Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fellsbrunn, where on the next day I've got a hired worker fertilising that field. They won't have enough fertiliser to do anything. Well, not to do anything. Of course, they're going to have enough to do something, but they're not going to have enough to finish that field. What I'd like to do is head over to the field we've got over here and begin cultivating. I did start ploughing it, but I then noticed that it didn't plough, so there's that. So we're going to be using the hurleyman again today, because I like it, basically. Spread line. And I start ploughing, and then yeah. There it is. Me being impatient. So this is the other field we own, field 26. We own this one and those two over there. It's the only 3 fields we currently have. But we obviously are going to get more. We got the money in for the solar panels. So $5 grand we got from that. So that's kind of a nice healthy bonus. We actually turned a profit yesterday, in the sense of our loan interest and rental costs and things like that. I think we actually made money on top, which is always a good thing. Yeah, the whole idea is to make money. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to actually get a crop in today. It would be good to get at least one of the fields planted with some kind of crop today. Don't know what crop. Probably a cereal crop, because we need to work on getting our bale game sorted. Because we are going to end up with animals, obviously, because it's just a lot of money in sheep, so I definitely want sheep. And as for cows, maybe? Comment on the comments if we should get cows. Two minds of that. Cows are good, but they're also a lot of work. Probably not going to get pigs because they're kind of pointless. They're annoyingly large amounts of work. Maybe end-game type thing we'll get some pigs, just for the sake of it, although I don't expect this is going to be a particularly massive series, given that it's Fellsbrunn after all. But we'll see how long this one goes on for. But hopefully you all enjoyed the last episode. At the time of recording this, I'm actually recording this pretty much before the last one goes out. The last episode will be releasing while I'm still recording this episode. So if you've left me a comment, I unfortunately haven't gotten to it yet, but feel free to leave me a comment on that video and this video if you so choose to. And you never know, you might get yourself a little mention in the next video. But you might have noticed from that last episode that I'm editing the videos differently, and I'm doing pretty much everything about the videos differently just like now than I was. It's a little bit faster paced. I'm just enjoying the game instead of worrying too much about it being a proper recording with all the details and that kind of thing. I'm just having fun, if you will. And hopefully you guys are too. It makes life a lot easier for recording, and I also don't mind the fact that the video was a bit shorter than what I'd usually do. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, they've run out of fertilizer. Looks like they've gone about halfway though, so that's not too bad. But we're of course in mid-spring now, because the seasons we're running are on 3 days. So like I said, I want to do at least a year on this series, because I want to see if it snows. Hopefully it does. I mean, I could always check the forecast, I suppose. I'll do that right now. Let's see. So that's not going to tell me. So today is mid-spring, late spring, early summer, midsummer, late summer, early autumn, mid-autumn. So it looks like we're going to have a pretty decent summer, which is something, I suppose. But I'm going to crack on with this field, and I'll get that hired worker going again as well, and we'll see what else we can do today. I'd like to do some more work to the yard. I'd like to do a little bit to the yard every day, and I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do to the yard today, but some kind of vehicle storage would probably be a good idea. So it's worth mentioning, if there's any mods that you haven't seen me use, or you haven't seen that I've got, and you'd like to see them, let me know in the comments, and I will certainly look into them. I also noticed from yesterday's episode that the audio level for the game was way too high, so I have turned that down today. Hopefully it's a better level today. I hope. Which is odd because the game master volume is set to 10%. But I've reduced the volume on the recording software as well, so it should bring it down quite a good bit. But I'll crack on with this and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay guys, as you can see, I've dumped all the equipment over in this field out of the way. I've finished that field over yonder. It's done. And I've got the hurlerman on a hired worker over here doing stuff. Cultivating this field. I know, strictly speaking, don't need to cultivate, but kind of want to, so that's a thing we're doing. Sheds. Let's see what sheds I've got. I honestly can't remember. I have many apparently. It's quite a nice looking hole. That's nice, but the price is not so much. That's cool too, kind of. Well, not kind of, it is cool, but these would match the style of the farmhouse. I think I'll go for this one. Bluminorid Massive, I think. I think we'll line it up. Oh, of course, it doesn't want to go where I want it. Why would it want to go there? See if we can line it up. Right there. Oh, I thought there was a door that side, obviously not. That's fine. Would be kind of cool to get this like right there. Yeah, let's see what else we've got. How big is this? Not as big as I thought it was. We're looking for doors and stuff though. Door on either end. This place is huge. Is there a shower one of them? It's open though, isn't it? What if I get I guess in another color? See if I can line this up nicely with that shed. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm gonna need one of these silo things to keep our stuff in. I like that. Oh, it's bloody huge. I would very much like this right there. Like that, is as if it was made for there. Oh. We'll try that one again. I'm gonna crack on with this and I'll see you guys in just... Well, oops. I put them too low. And now these stupid concrete things are there. Unless I look at the size of the ship, there's it's also worth saying there isn't any collisions on these things, they just look god awful. And if we drive straight through them, no issue at all, but yeah. Not the biggest fan of that. And there's also this one over here. That's frightfully horrible. The terrain is obviously a thing at the moment. Not too worried about this bit because I think I'm gonna not have this as an entrance like this far over anywhere. I think the entrance is going to move closer to that lamppost. But I'll see what I can do and see if we can fix some of it. I mean, things like that bit there, nothing we can do about that. Apart from getting rid of all the sheds and doing it again, it's going to cost a fortune, but I might do that. We'll see. See how it looks in a few minutes. Okay guys, what do you think of that? Let's take a little walk around. I want to put a little shed here, so I'll do that on camera. You might be wondering where the money came from. It was a government subsidy thing. My little boob with the terrain kind of, yeah, kind of bankrupt me, basically. I want just a tow TV shed. Some, basically a garage. I know I'll have one because I mean, pretty much everything. This one maybe, although it does look bigger than I expected. Let's just fix this terrain. Just want to have gravel in it. Okay, so nice little shed there. Now what I've done is I've put this nice narrow path in. It's going to serve as the field entrance. We're going to do stuff over there. Probably have some sort of thing here. I've left the space open here because I'm thinking maybe some kind of animal pen. I think that would be quite nice. I went for different silos because why not? Now these things do still sit quite high, but as far as I can tell they are still like touching the ground. Looks like they're touching the ground. If they're not, then it's close, but figured shed there with lights in it. Nice big shed here, again with lights, concrete floor. Now here we have a liquid fertilizer and a diesel, and we've got lime here, which I think refill points on this side, which I'm not really pleased about. I might rotate that. Here we have something to build apparently. I'm not entirely sure how this building works. If you know how that building works, let me know. We've got a seed storage here, and here there's some wonky terrain, so I thought what I'd do is put in a little bit of a cliffside and have it so that like it's muddy up here and there's some trees in it. I can't put anything here because technically there's a pond here. Although I don't think the water level's actually tall enough, but I've left it muddy anyway, and it's a bit weedy, and yeah, it's fine. So like I said, big silo. Coming back over this way, we've got a big shed at the back here, you might have noticed. Open up these almost silent doors. Is there lights in here? There is. Huge big shed. Small doors though. Now we've got a fence around here. Now around, I think where was it? Here. There was an entrance, but as you can see it's more like a ramp than anything else. So I took it away, put a fence in there instead. And this fence runs all the way along here. I put all these trees in as well. To here, where there is a gate. And then the fence runs all the way along here, where there is another gate. Now, I think I've got this the wrong way around. I think that would be open and this is it. Yeah, I put it the wrong way around. It's fine, because, well, it lines up and it kind of looks alright. If I get in a pickup truck, have a little drive around and specifically drive around the weirder bits of terrain. Yeah, that's an issue. Maybe stick some like fence posts or something in there. This is still quite steep, but I'm okay with that. Everything's fine along here. And I've made it so that you can actually, well, there's cement on here. This truck does not like going through even remotely narrow doorways. Everything's fine here. That's got a little lip to it. Let's go down here. I mean, yeah, it's rough. Rougher than I particularly wanted it to be. It's not the end of the world. So, let me know in the comment section what you think of the farm now, and what we can add to it or take away from it. And I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.